Right, so tonight, we've not made any videos for a while, I'll start with, because we've been absolutely hectic at the shop. So what we thought we'd do tonight is do a video of smelting aluminium in a shed when it's wet and dangerous. But, yeah.
All safety precautions have been taken.
Yeah, it's all about health and safety around here. Right. Right, so yeah, Scott's just breaking the sand up at the minute because it's probably about 6 months since we last smelted anything, and
that did go well, by the way. That went really, really well. That was a trophy.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that makes tonight even more dangerous than normal is it turns out the smelting pot's wet. Don't know what that's going to do, but a bit of heat should hopefully dry it out. He says with huge amounts of confidence. I'm going to see if I can dry out the smelting pot without breaking anything, and then also preheat the crucible because it's not been used for a while, and I don't want the crucible to just explode for no good reason.
Or the shed.
Well, I reckon we're going to do the smelting in the shed, but I'm going to do the
outside.
Well, no. Well, you're going to do the pour outside, but I'm also going to do the dampening. De-dampening of the.
Do you know what I forgot to tell them?
What?
What we're making.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. So yeah, tonight's video, guys, is essentially what we're making is a dart table. So it's going to be a table that is a dart, throwing dart.
We'll put some pictures up before this so you get to see what we're sort of making. The actual body shape and everything.
Yeah, and unfortunately that won't be on YouTube, the rest of it. We'll show you the finished product, but we didn't film doing the actual dart bit of it because we've been really busy.
I got a few little clips.
I stand corrected, we may have some bits.
Not brilliant.
But yeah, so tonight what we're going to do, the pointy bit that goes into the dartboard, we're going to cast out of some aluminium that we've got.
We pre-smelted it ages ago when we first got the pot and everything. We sort of sat about and had a play with it for a week or so.
Yeah. So we've got some really nice aluminium, lead, and what was the other one?
We nearly killed us off with zinc.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, that's it. Zinc. We've got some zinc ingots, which just burn forever.
Yeah. Right. If you ever want to create a fire that never goes out, just please remember use zinc. Just don't stand too close to it, it's poisonous.
Sorry, I didn't get that on film. I didn't see that. You see me just bang my head against that.
Hey, if this doesn't do that, we could be banging his head as long as a lot more.
Right. Well, I'm gonna dry the pot out. Yeah. So the pipe seems a little bit rigid, but hopefully that's not a problem. Yeah. I'm just gonna go get
And by the way, behind the camera's my eldest boy Archie. He's come out to help us out. Plus he's hoping that it all goes wrong and he gets everything in the will to him. But now we have done plenty of smelting before, to be fair. Like I said, we've done a couple of moulds before. So we aren't doing this completely as novices. There's just a few elements involved that maybe weren't involved the first time round.
Right, to make the danger factor even more fun, we've just spent about 25 minutes trying to find the other one of these, which unfortunately we've been unable to do. So, because if a job needs doing, it needs doing, we're going to carry on regardless. Right, so I'm just going to dry the pot out for now. So we'll get some gas on. Yeah, doing this in a shed as well, because, well, why wouldn't you?
I need your underpants now after that.
The fun of experimentation though. Look, it's definitely drying it out. Look, you can see the steam coming off it.
What were this going to go back?
No.
The reassuring voice of Gavin.
It's very hot.
It's alright for him, he's just walked off and left the ear wheels.
Happy with the sand?
Yeah.
It's not to try this sort of thing yourself, and sorry Mum.
Youngest near the door, the oldest in the shed, so...
Yeah, well, we thought, you know, he's lived a life, you know, keep the youngest by the door.
Been abroad a few times, you know what I mean?
But yeah, we're not going to do the actual smelting in the shed. This is just literally going to dry out the smelter, just because the stuff was a little bit damp, a bit moist.
There's no toxins coming off this either, whereas when we do the actual smelting, there will be toxins coming off, so better off having it out in open air.
Yeah. So that's just going to preheat the crucible up a bit because it's not been used for a bit, so it could have, well, presumably it could have absorbed some moisture and stuff, and they have got a tendency to just right, so what we're going to do now is just bringing the crucible up to temperature. So we're going to heat it until it like starts glowing red, and then we know it's had a heat cycle through it, which means that when we pour the aluminium in and heat that up, that we can be fairly sure that the crucible is going to stay as a crucible and not a broken pot. So yeah, we're going to do that. As soon as that starts glowing red, then we'll take the pot outside and we'll get some aluminium smelted, but we'll show you the form that we're going to do, because Scott's breaking up, as I've already said about 3 times. Scott's breaking up the sand. These are some already preformed blocks that we made like months and months ago. So it's just going to be the tip of a dart. So I'm thinking what we do. I bought some baby bells because the bottom I want to be like a puck. So we're going to like make a wax puck that goes at the bottom of it, and then stab the form through the sand so it goes into it, and then I'm hoping, never tried this before, so I'm hoping that the aluminium will go to the form of the sand and also melt the baby bell wax, so I'll end up with a puck with the needle sticking off it. But as always, this is experimentation and anything could happen, and often does. But yeah, we've got about 60, 70 of these blocks. We've got a project coming up, which we're both really looking forward to, where we're going to make a river table out of aluminium, but not like a river table that you've seen anywhere else. This is going to be a completely different idea. We've got some ideas for how to alleviate some of the issues that other people have found, so I reckon it's going to be a really interesting video, but that's one for the future. Right, so we've moved the smelting pot outside because it turns out we love working in hovels. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pack some sand into the bottom, probably about inch and a half thick, like get it proper packed in there, and then I'm going to drop this baby bell wax in. It has 2 purposes. The first one is I really love baby bells, and the second is the idea is I want to make a puck. So that's going to go in there, and then when I stab the wooden piece, this, into it, through the sand, it should form this through the open cast, and then melt this, and we should end up with what I'm looking for. But there's no guarantee at all.
The reason he's putting the puck in is so that when we do actually put it into the wood, it's going to stay there and it's not going to wobble out, and it's going to cause a bit of support and help us keep the balance of the table correctly.
But I've thought about this to the extent, the only problem I came up with is where does the wax go? And I couldn't figure that out, so I went, let's do it anyway. Get it packed in, and we got probably a 1970s spirit level here, old wooden. Right bit of kit, so we're going to use that to just knock it down. We want to get a good layer of sand at the bottom because we're in a wooden shed, and if it leaks out,
You'll try a bit more.
bye bye to the neighbourhood. Yep, go for it.
Tongs.
Oh yeah, that's a bit deeper than we need, but that's a good thing because it doesn't matter. We don't need the full length of that, do we?
No.
Right. So now the puck, what I'm calling a puck. It's not round at all, so it's not puck-like in the slightest.
Square puck.
Right, the wax puck's in there, and it went in straight away. Absolutely no messing about whatsoever. I didn't have to just spend 5 minutes moving it about trying to get it flat. It went perfectly straight away, which is always nice. So Scott, if we can throw some more sand in there now, and then I'll be able to go through the sand and stab this. So we want to get some more sand in there so I can get it packed, and then we can stab it through. And then we're just going to have to pack around the sides. I can't think of another way of doing it.
That's why I just leave
So
it like that.
I didn't want to do it with it. Right, so now the idea is to try and get this as central in there as I possibly can get it. Right, and then just push it down in there. Push it.
Actually, let me add. We need some add to it.
Right, so we're going to get it filled up with some more sand now. We've moved on from a 1970 spirit level to a socket extension bar, because why not use tools for what they're not meant for? Can we get some more sand just like poured in here?
Try Postcrete next time.
Postcrete. Right, so I'm just going to go around and pack it as best as I can, because you need that to get rid of all the air voids and stuff out of there. We have done this before. This isn't the first time that we've done this. I mean, it is the first time we've done this. It's not the first time that we've smelted things with, well, mixed results, to be fair.
The trophy came out nice.
The trophy came out absolutely brilliant, and nobody nearly died that time. So there's too many people in life that say they can't do things. But how do you know you can't do it until you've nearly blown yourself up trying? Right, come on, let's have some more. Stuff paper funnel. Yeah, we've not mentioned we've got Scott's eldest son and my nephew on the camera today. So hello Archie.
Hi.
Have you got any questions, or have you got any comments or anything that you would expressly like to say?
Why baby bell wax?
Why baby bell wax? Again, because I just really like baby bells. So, you know, I could have used a candle, it'd have been cheaper. Apparently it's like £2.49 or something for baby bells.
You can get a pack of beer cheaper than you can buy a pack of baby bell.
Yeah, only
There's
if you buy
something wrong with
Galahad
that.
from Aldi.
Yeah, but there's something wrong with that.
But yeah, that's why I used baby bell. I could have just as easy used a candle, do you know, a tea light candle. But they don't taste as good. Yeah, you add a little bit more. Next, completely unnecessary tool, the spanner.
It works.
for any of that side.
Yeah, I know, so I have to bag it down anyway because I reckon that's going to about do us. Filling gaps.
Need a bit more on top, or
No, I reckon we'll be all right at that because I want to keep it slightly below the.
you just got to help now when you pull that out.
I think it should. That's the idea of packing it down as much as you can
It doesn't
because.
pull the baby bell out.
Oh no, it can't pull the baby bell out. The baby bell's.
No one likes the bell pulling out.
Well, no. Final bit of packing now just to make sure that everything's all nice and tight. Yeah, we'll get the smelting pot back up, we'll get the aluminium heated up, and then there's less chance that anything can collapse in there.
Yeah.
Or any like debris can get in there. Right, so we've got all the mould done now, we've got it all packed down, we've got it how we think it's going to work. Like I say, this is experimental, so I'm not like... I'm 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
8 out of 10. 7 out of 10 at the worst. But right, so now we're going to get the smelting pot up and running again, and we're going to get some aluminium smelted. Bit lower, please. Bit lower. That was on too high. Oh hey! That's some skills I learnt at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so got the crucible in there now, so that's heating up again. Got fancy bit of kit here, which is a little temperature gun. So as soon as it gets up to around 700, 750, I know I'm good to put the aluminium blocks in. I'll get them smelted down. I reckon that we'll put
About
3, 4, 5 maybe blocks in. If not, it doesn't. We can just pour them out anyway. So, but we want to make sure we can do this cast in one go. So we'll just let that heat up. Like you say, the idea of this is it's just a temperature. It's a laser. So as soon as the points, you see there's 2 points on it. As soon as the 2 points meet together, then you're getting an accurate reading.
But it's saying hot.
513, but bear in mind we have had it on for we've had 10 minutes where it's been off, so the crucible's still going to be hot as hell anyway. So these are all the blocks that we've smelted in the past. It's basically from we used to have a business where we sold like kitchen items like handles and hinges and stuff, but a load of it was made of aluminium, so we smelted a load of that down, a load of like old edge trims and stuff, a few cans. But there's various different metals in here from various stuff that we've smelted. But what we're looking for is this like really silvery stuff, because we know that is like pretty much pure aluminium. Whereas if you compare that to it, I don't know if you can see in the light, but that's like really dark, and we're about 80% sure that that's like pretty much pure wet. But like the weight difference is absolutely incredible. So we don't want to be doing that. So we'll look for some. Happy with that one. Happy with that one. So that's 3 good ones. I think we'll go for 5 blocks because why not? Yeah, well, exactly. At least we've got enough there, haven't we? But yeah, we've got 5. I'll throw that one away. Actually, I'm going to like that one. So we've got 5 blocks pre-smelted. So most of the slag should have like been gone off that from the last time that we smelted it. Even though inevitably we will get some, but it's we'll see how it goes, I suppose.
Suck it and see, as they say.
Right. So we're currently showing in the pot, shining directly on the crucible, it like 700, 730. And we've got a good glow going on the crucible itself. So we'll get a pot, we'll get one dropped in there, and just waiting to see it start smelting.
Can you get
direct above it. It's too much.
Say hello, Archie.
This is Archie, our cameraman for the night.
Say hello.
Hi.
Right, so we got the first bar in. That's pretty much like smelted away now. So it's really interesting when you smelt aluminium. We're definitely no experts in this, but it like almost falls out of its own skin. It's like a slag that builds up on the outside of it because it's not pure, and as it melts, it just like literally just drops out of its own skin. Right, yeah, we'll get another block dropped in there now.
This should technically melt a lot quicker now because we've already got some smell in the bottom.
As Scott just said, as soon as it sits in the liquid, which is already molten, it just like increases the speed of the melting process. In my limited knowledge of the situation.
Funny enough, that's because it's hot.
It's hot, hot, hot. Yeah, we bought this smelting pot from Amazon. It's just like, it was like a cheap thing. I think it was about 150, 200 quid, something like that. I can't even remember, it's that long ago since we bought it. But it's a really easy thing to do. Advised to do it in a more safe environment than this. But when it's raining, the one thing that we've noticed is aluminium, when you're smelting it, if you put it down onto any sort of moist or damp surface, it just explodes. And then you end up with molten aluminium raining down on you, which is fun to dodge. Right, just ready to drop another one in. We've currently got 3 in there at the minute. Hoping to get... Whee!
Blew it out.
I wish we could show you what's going on inside the crucible, but the heat's just too much and it's just not picking it up on the camera, unfortunately. We've got 3 bars in there now, 4 bars. 4, no, we haven't. We've got 4 bars in there. So we're going to turn the heat off now. I'm just going to scrape the slag off the top of the crucible, off the top of the mixture, put it at the side, and then we'll put some more bars in. And my handmade spoon, which is like Old Faithful. Honestly, it's incredible, this thing.
Oh, it's full of them.
So we just go around and we just scrape off the top of the material. Right, so now that's pretty much all that slag off the top of it. So we'll get that banged back on again. Right, so now we'll get another one put in there. I probably reckon that we'll be able to get another 2 bars in there. We're going to fill the crucible just to make sure we've got enough to be able to fill the mould that we've got. So don't want to do it in 2 parts because there's every chance that it just won't fuse to itself where it's sunken on it, because this one will probably just sit on the top until that one goes.
Yeah, that one's just like... Just push it down.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we'll let them go. We'll get them smelted up, and then I'll see if there's enough room in the crucible to get another bar in there, but I don't want to overdo it. Right, so we're going to do put another 2 bars in there, so we're going to scrape the slag off the top of it again. So if you would, Squire, thank you very kindly.
I told you.
Oh yeah, that is a lot closer than I thought, actually. Yeah, that was deceiving, that was.
Oh, you can see that like really clearly.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's. But yeah, you see, once I've got rid of the slag off the top of it, it like goes to a really, really like chromy finish. And the good thing about this is we know it's like really good aluminium as well, because there's no like yellow phosphorussy burny stuff going on, which we've had in the past, because there's some weird things.
No snap, crackle and pop.
Right, so I'm happy that we've got all the slag off the top of that. We're going to just put the heat on again for another couple of minutes, and then I will get the mould, just put it at the side of it, and we'll get it poured. So if you can just get the heat back on slowly.
Gently.
Expelliarmus! Oh, wrong one.
Whoa, look at it, easy tiger.
Smelting pot, not a jet engine. Right, now we're going to attempt to pull out the mould. like, as we know, it's got the wax in the bottom, so I'm hoping that I pull it out, it's not going to deform the bottom in any way as it pulls it up, but you'll just see. I'll give it a bit of a twist, give it a bit of a wiggle.
Oh, look at that.
Sexual.
Like a glove.
Right, so we've got that as it is. If you could please turn off the heat. Right, so the idea is now we are just going to pour.
Nice and slowly. That's it, mate. Beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Oh, we're boiling. Go on, you're alright, I think. Just steam.
I can hear it's spilling out the bottom.
It's not spilling out the bottom. I think it's just smoke and steam that's coming out the bottom because it eats.
Look at the bottom.
Yeah, there's a bit of moisture in sand, that's all. It's the wax that's what's melting.
Oh.
It's like wax. It's like you smell wax.
Right,
I can
we're full there.
I can see something.
Can you smell wax? It's all wax that leaks out the bottom, look.
Yeah, it's the wax.
Oh yeah.
Right, so we've got that.
Yeah!
We've got,
Smokey! Where you go, Smokey?
right, by the looks of it, guys, we've got no leaks of aluminium. We've just got the
wax.
death blood colour of Baby Bell.
Blow that top out.
But I'm
Make a wish.
reckoning that we may just about.
Can we see you?
I'm reckoning we might just have pulled this off.
Yeah, I reckon, mate. I think that's gone well.
I'll be honest, I was concerned. When I started pouring that and I saw that amount of smoke, I was concerned. But I reckon we might be all right because it's red all the way up here, so the wax has travelled up through it, which is what we were hoping. Well, you can see like a blood.
Well, we can't see no for smoke.
You can see like a bloody light colour, or maybe it was just because it shrunk slightly, hasn't it? We've got some shrinkage.
Yeah, you got a bit, but
Right, what we're going to do is we're just going to vacate for a second and let the smoke dissipate because I can't breathe anymore. Right, we've brought the burning mess outside because we figured it was safer, you know, like open skies. But we've got it. Most of the smoke's stopped now. We're not going to reuse this sand again. We just had a debate off camera about whether we should pour water on it or like save the sand, and we've decided we've got a bigger project coming up, so we're just going to buy a load of sand anyway. So just purely for like shits and giggles or our own entertainment.
smoke it.
It's boiling.
Technically, wax should have sealed bottom.
Yeah, I reckon it pretty much has. That wax was a like godsend.
Not wrong.
Yeah, just take most of that top bit out. Look, if you look.
Yeah, the water's just like knocked most of it out and turned it into clumps.
Yeah, it has, isn't it?
Right, so the next step is we've just doused it with a load of water, as you saw. It's already seems to have started protruding out the top on its own. Look, it's slidey. Right, so hopefully we can just push this straight out of the bottom. And just start. A minute, let me just push down on.
Oh, did you hear that slide then?
Right, I could just open this up, right?
Get the socket.
I could just open it up, which would be the normal thing to do, but unfortunately I don't have a
Push it into the point.
screwdriver. Yeah.
Push that into the point. So the point should go into it soon.
Right, you push down on it while I hold it. Right, okay, right, it's going to take a week and a half because it turns out I've got a stubby to take these 40mm screws out, which,
You're not on about your work, mate?
no, I said stubby, not shorty.
Yeah. Dad know about that.
But yeah, we decided that we couldn't get it out. It won't push out. I'm sure it would if we put enough on it, but I don't want to risk breaking it because we don't know how strong the joint is between the puck and the dart. So we figured we'd get the smallest screwdriver we could possibly find, and
Because it's only 10:30 at night.
do it that way. Yeah.
And we haven't been in here for 3 hours doing all this.
No, it's all good content though. It's all good content. It's like
Don't forget, give us a thumbs up and a likes and a subscribe.
Yeah, right, only 3 more to go. This is where a clip needs light implanting, and 3 years later.
Yeah.
A few moments later. Last one.
We love you, Makita Power Drills.
It's like, feel the burn.
It's going to ruin your morning, is that?
Honestly.
You're not going to be able to start the day right.
No, I'm already tweaked enough, aren't I? I don't need like this. I don't need this in my life, really.
Right, take it off.
Right, so, oh god, I knew that was going to be the case.
That's glued side.
Yeah,
isn't it?
one of the sides are super glued. Yeah,
It's all right. We have an
Yeah.
improvised hammer.
one of the sides are super glued because I thought, right, if I do that, and I was going to mark that side with super glued side, but I didn't. So if you just give that a knock at the bottom. Yay!
Yay! Oh, it's still smoking.
Open sesame.
Yeah, it's still smoking.
Ooh, that did a lot of bottom, didn't it?
Right, so now hopefully we can dig this bugger out.
Yeah. Move the light.
Yeah, we've still got a bit of smoke going on, so it might not be as easy to see as. Oh, but here we go.
Stinky.
We are coming out.
What we got? That Christmas.
What we put in. Oh, is it really?
So
Yeah.
what we've got is, we got any sort of brush or any?
We did. Yeah, glove. Improvised everything.
The bottom didn't turn out quite what I was hoping. That was a baby bell. Well, it was certainly the wax from a baby bell anyway.
Well, we can still get a good point out of that.
Well, it wasn't the point. It was the
Yeah,
bit that's supposed
yeah.
to be embedded into the wood, wasn't it?
Which
So
will it still be?
it will, yeah.
It will,
I can still get away with it. We got quite a few
Things you can sand out.
We got quite a few bits where obviously when the sand's been packed down, it's not been packed down enough, and it's like managed to leak into the seams in it. But all of this can be returned. We're going to put this on the lathe anyway and turn it down into the shape that we want it. So it's no major issue as far as that's concerned. I'm going to have to sort out something on this bottom bit, but I reckon we've still got enough. Purchase to be able to sink it, into a piece of wood. I reckon we should be all right there.
Not a problem.
But yeah, so there you go, guys. We just smelted some aluminium into what vaguely looks like that, very vaguely, and a baby bell. But yeah, so we'll get it cleaned up tomorrow, get it all nice, and we will show you the results of it on the finished article when it's done. So thank you very much, and as always, if you like what we're doing and you want to support us, please do like, subscribe and share, because the more people that do that means the more good content that we can put out.